Well, we're at a star party in Chuchupate, which is in Fraser Park, and my husband is putting up his telescope. So,
with the reader, Ralph Ford.
With the reader, let me show you. All right, so Ralph Ford and Robert Hubble are putting up the telescope, which is called a
Celestron Origin.
Celestron Origin. Beautiful sky, and so we have this very small stargazing instrument, which is not a telescope.
Smart telescope.
It's called a smart telescope, and
this is a telescope tube. It has an integrated camera. There's no eyepiece, so this is essentially an astrophotography device. It stacks photons over long exposures, and then you through a Wi-Fi, you pull the images off the telescope onto an iPad or a computer, and you process them there. So it's a little bit controversial because most people here have telescopes, they're looking through eyepieces, and they can see in real time what their eyes will process in real time. So you see 1 second per second of photons. What this will do is stack an hour or 2 or 5 hours of photons and take very faint objects and allow you to see incredible detail. More about this later, but we're kind of on the down low here since we're rebels.
Well, I took a walk around the park here and I saw 2 sea stars. And sea stars are the previous
There's one right here.
Smart telescope that Robert had, so it's much smaller, and it does the same thing. Ralph's Sea Star does the same thing that Robert's does, except there's some kind of distinction. I'm not sure what it is.
This is an incredible entry-level astrophotography telescope. I cannot tell you what terrific pictures this takes, and it's $4.99 or $3.99? $4.99. If you've ever thought about getting into astrophotography, this is the gateway drug. I mean, it will get you hooked. It takes incredible photos. It's incredibly easy to set up and operate. Just phenomenal.
Okay.
And I will add to that as a teacher, and we set up our telescopes in the city to show kids objects, and we can't show them anything except the moon and the planets. That's it.
Right.
With this, in a 10-minute exposure, I can show them the spiral structure in galaxies, which is totally a game changer.
Pretty spectacular.
You can't even, I mean, for $4.99, I can't even say enough. My daughter applied for a grant. She's going to get 4 for her
Really?
class.
Oh, fabulous.
Set those up instead of telescopes now.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what a star party looks like. Everybody comes out, and everybody has a telescope, and they all chat about their telescopes, and they all have like a little dinner, and they have blankets and chairs. So much stuff. It's very quiet up here, very beautiful. See, everybody's waiting for the sun to go down, for the light. Look at this beautiful sky. Waiting for the light to dissipate so there's something to look at. Some stars in the sky. Look at this person. They have like a little apartment above their car. And of course he has his computer attached to his telescope.
And the 2 left rear wheels came off, and the whole...
And here's somebody that has a tent. That's so fun.
Well, I'm headed in 10 minutes earlier. I'd probably be good.
So, we're going to spend the night here. I think we're going to leave at 10 o'clock, so we'll be home by about 11:30. And I'll be just relaxing, but Robert will be doing astronomy.
So we're going to boot up the scope. It has an internal battery and an internal Wi-Fi system. And then I have an app, the Origin app here.
All right, so here's astronomy in real time. What are we looking at, Robert?
So this is the Eagle Nebula, and you can see we've taken 49 10-second exposures, and they have been stacked on top of one another to create this image. And the sky is very dark, although there's a lot of, the sun is still visible on the western horizon. But I mean, it's just incredibly fast in terms of building up the photons. So that's what it looks like. And then when you blow it up, you can see we're getting, that's the so-called Eagle in the Eagle Nebula. Those are actually gas columns in a dark nebula.